I've been telling people from the beginning, even on my main channel that I actually started uploading on 5 years ago, that I was going to always be transparent. I was always going to be true to myself and to everybody that watches me, and that I was never going to be a shill, which explains why half a decade in, I've received this many dev codes for video games to review. Either that or my channel sucks. This here, I'm having a lot of fun with, but there's also equally a lot of frustration, and I feel like I've chosen to have this be my job, to bring awareness to people that could be potential buyers that are thinking of dropping $100, $130, $150 Canadian on this game or any other game. Although on this channel, it's only things pertaining to all things wrestling. With everything going on, this was the final straw. So we still have audio. We still have the user interface overlay. But unfortunately now this is the second time that I've come across this in universe mode. And I always have to end up restarting my match. Most of the time I can usually carry through. But I usually end up feeling like this. Choked out. Like I'm losing my breath. And it's just not a good feeling. Between the sliders, for a vast majority of them not working in universe mode, like the pin sliders and stuff like that. And listen, there's going to be some people that are going to say, well, they worked for me. Maybe it's something on your end that you did. Bitch, you really think I'm doing something wrong with my game and a lot of other people are doing something wrong with their game where the pin sliders aren't working? They're not working properly for everybody. Okay? Settings with rival actions. I've made videos on this. Again, we don't need to rehash everything, but it adds up. Okay? The referee, kind of like acting like he's on bath salts, just kind of like all over the place. It's frustrating. It's really, really frustrating. Mechanically, when you're in the middle of an actual match, the moment-to-moment action, I am having the time of my life. 90% of my channel rides on this one game. I mean, I do Monday Night Raw, SmackDown recaps, talk about wrestling history and all that shit in general. But the plethora, the cornucopia of videos on my channel, this one dedicated to wrestling, has to do with this one game. So I'm going to be incredibly critical, unlike maybe some other people that potentially are shills. I'm not pointing any fingers specifically. I'm just saying I don't want to be that guy. So if you're going to get annoyed and say, bro, all you do is you shit on the game. You just got to enjoy it for what it is. I am enjoying it for what it is. I'm playing it several hours a day. Believe me, I am enjoying myself. But I'm also frustrated. And I'm here to warn potential people that haven't purchased the game yet, that want to see how it flourishes, that want to see all the cracks in the game, so that they can sit and go, you know what? I've watched this Ball Pumpkinhead's gameplay. Brandon does everything. Assemble, Small Afro, just to name a few content creators there. And, you know, you feel like overall it's a great game that you would enjoy, then go ahead and buy it. And I would not call you a fool for doing so. However, if you were curious to know what my recommendation was, it would be a cautious one. Go into this knowing, like most things, especially these days, it's not perfect. I was able to get through my rise. No issues. Whereas last year I was never able to. Ever. And I restarted 3 times. 2K22. I almost couldn't go through an entire week where I did SmackDown and Raw without getting the black screen issue here. Whereas in this one here, it's happened to me twice. With the amount of times that I've played the game in universe mode, it's still frustrating, but no, it's not happening as often as in 2K22. Overall, for me, this is a gigantic leap forward. But it definitely doesn't come without its issues that I feel that need to be told to people, right? If you have a created superstar, made a video on this yesterday, and you have double titles. You're not going to get an entrance unless it's a one-on-one match, it's a normal match, and you have a manager. You know what I mean? Like that kind of stuff, right? Where it's kind of like behind the scenes, it's all like really weird. And if you had a championship match and there was a rival action, it's going to default back to a one-on-one normal match, whether it was a championship match or not. I'm just saying it's just really weird. Then you got to remove the rival action. Then it becomes the match that you set it to be. There's just a lot of that back-end stuff that needs to be worked out. But yeah, when you're in the ring, I'm seeing way less wonky, funky, glitchy animations. It's pretty smooth. My biggest complaint in the actual ring is still objects are a little bit of a mess. And that referee needs to calm the fuck down. Needs to go to an NA meeting, needs to be checked into a 30-day rehab detox program, which is why I took him out, because fucker needs a nap, okay? I don't want to make this video any longer than it needs to be. I think I've ranted enough as is. I don't, like I said, always want to come off as angry and bitter and always be shitting on something. You know, there's those people out there that just want to hate all the time. Well, sometimes I get it. I could potentially sound like that, but I'm backing it up by showing you the things that are bothering me, right? Like I'm literally giving you undeniable proof. You could come at me and be, again, saying that you're not having these problems. And fantastic. I'm glad to hear you're not having these issues. However, I was on PlayStation 5 on 2K22 with this issue. Now I'm on Xbox Series X, and the darkness has followed me, and it has consumed me. Not once, but twice. Will it, or has it already consumed you? Let me know down below in the comments section what you think. Again, if you give a shit, my voice is not really worth much. I'm small time in the world of social media, even between all my 3 YouTube channels and my Twitter and all that bullshit. I don't have a lot of strength or power. There's not a lot of weight behind my words. But if you're curious, this is a cautious recommendation now. My first impression, I had praised it through the roof because first impression was incredibly good. Again, as time goes on, the cracks start to show as the expression goes, and that's why I made this video. It's a follow-up. It's a continuation to what I said in the beginning. And to be fully transparent, like I said, and this probably explains why, you know, even though I made this dedicated channel, I'm probably never going to get sponsored by 2K. They're going to be like, this guy is like a problem, okay? They don't like people that crap on their products. It doesn't work that way. I'm not a yes man. That's okay. I would rather the respect of you people out there than the developers that potentially I would like to get their attention. Your reputation, or my reputation based on your opinion and how you see me is more important, like I said, than the developers' take on me. If you liked the video, thumbs up. It does greatly help support the channel. If you didn't like the video, go ahead, give it a thumbs down. And I'll make sure this time you're off the hook. You won't have your thumb bent in half and twisted and broken off inside your ass. Instead, you'll just have it so that when you wake up and you're like, Mommy, is breakfast ready? This is what you're going to see. Nothing but darkness for you. That was cringy, and that's okay. That's who I am by nature. It's my personality, and I like it. A little ADHD, OCD in there. You could probably see it, and that's okay. We can all have a good laugh. I'm not a snowflake. I'm more like an iceberg. Although these days, icebergs are melting too, so... Anyways. Take care, and maybe I'll see some of you in the next video. I'm going to be doing my Raw recap soon. I'm just about to watch Monday Night Raw. Bye for now.